Piper Blush. Oh yeah, thank you for tuning in to Good Morning Humans. This show is on WTPRradio.com. Go check it out right now. Super easy, WTPRradio.com. That's where you need to go to hear me all through the day. Oh yeah, and music and other super interesting shows like Piper's Poolside Barbecue. And Love, Lust, and the Devil. Oh yeah, super easy. Put it in your bookmarks right now. WTPRradio.com. Now, hello to Carl. Hello to Dave, who's there already. We also have Adam McKinney. Hey, Adam. Zephyr, good morning. Well, good morning to Yado as well. It is 8:02 a.m. here in Vancouver, British Columbia, where I am broadcasting live from. We also have Dave Frank. Chat publicly as Dave Frank. Well, I guess that's perfect, Dave. That's perfect. Got everything you need. And then we also have 5150 Aviation. Hey, Casey. Good morning. Breakfast with Piper. Oh, yeah. Already had breakfast, but I'm having tea. Don't worry. And it's always great if you got coffee, tea, or something. I mean, what are you doing? What time is it where you're at? Yeah. Wayne is here. Maura Cesar. Good morning, sunshine. It's pretty nice today, and it's actually going to be warm this week. So, Piper's Poolside Barbecue will resume next to the poolside. Oh, yeah. Super cool. Eddie Van H says, I love your angelic voice, Piper Blush. Well, thank you so much for the compliment. And Raven is here as well. G Keyman 565. Well, good morning to you as well. And MB here from the UK. Wow. We got some people tuning in from all over the world because WTPRradio.com, it's a radio and it's an internet radio, meaning that no, you don't need to be in your car and to try to get like the actual FM or AM signal. You can tune in on WTPR anytime you want. Tino Reyes is here who says, I love you. Well, thank you very much for the love. I love the love. And also we have Michael Howard, 10 a.m. in Central Iowa. Oh, Central Iowa. That's nice. Well, Vancouver time, so that's just 2 hours ahead of me. Christian Bollardi, good morning, Piper from Italy. Imagine this, we even have some people from Italy tuning in. Told you, it's a worldwide show. That's why it's called Good Morning Humans. 11:03 in Maryland. Oh, that's like 3 hours more, right? 8-9-9-10 sounds. That's East time, yeah. Abhinav Nigam says, good morning, lovely Piper. How's it going from Dibas? It's going amazing. And then we have Mauricio who says, good looking as always. Oh, I try. I'm going to go mow my grass. Oh, you need to do that sometimes. Don't forget your bushes. Yeah, the bushes need some well-deserved attention too. I mean, sometimes you're there, you mow your grass for hours and hours, and then you're like, well, you know what? You need to actually take care of those bushes too. Get a cool, like, bushing tool, because I know this bushing tool. I've used it. It's amazing. It's like a chainsaw for bushes, and then, you try to be all, like, super intense with it. So you got your chainsaw for the bush, and then you're like, I'm gonna do a square. Have you ever tried this, to actually do a square with a bush? It's more difficult than it seems. I've tried. Very, very difficult. And then some people even go with crazy forms. And oh, Dave Frank sent $20. Thank you, Dave. That's amazing. Yeah. Thank you so much for your generous donation. Good morning to you as well, Dave. I hope you had some fun at the Cherry Festival during the weekend. Some people were out and about this weekend. I know many of you were on our Discord server, which is right there. Cesar is here too. Yeah. And, well, you were sharing some amazing pictures. We got Carl who went to the marina. His wife was on a date, which is cool, with another woman. See? Yeah, some people have fun on the weekends. And then, well, John is from Keep Portland Weird. So you're from Portland, Oregon. Well, that's amazing. I've been to Portland, Oregon. But I really need to try like the Voodoo Donuts. That's a place I haven't been yet. The next time I go there, like to Oregon, definitely gonna do that. The Voodoo Donuts. I think I need to. It's kind of like an essential, When I was there was a beer festival going on. Which was cool, but I found it weird. So when I arrived in Oregon, I was with a girlfriend, and we were like sleeping in a car, Yeah, it's like the good old days when you're 20 years old. And so I was doing that, went to this beer festival, but when you were at the entrance of the beer festival, you know what happened? you actually needed to like buy some jetons, like some coins, not Dogecoin, people, not like that. You need to buy like some coins, a bit like when you go to the casino, and that will allow you to like test the beer. So you went there with real money, but then you need to actually take like not real money. I know it's confusing, and then you would pay with these coins. These actual coins and not real money to get like your beer. Tried a lot of beer. You know when I say we were sleeping in the car, well that's a good thing because we couldn't drive anyways. We're too drunk. Lots of beer. Lots and lots of beer. It was good beer though. Lots of microbreweries, lots of different things going on. Few parties, yeah. It was a fun crowd. So Scott Shook says, good morning, beautiful. Greetings from Houston, Texas. Oh, that's a place where they got great barbecue, Houston, Texas. And, well, that kind of does it. Okay, you're all here. So, the thing is, Lilith is not going to be with us anymore. Now, due to respect to her and her family, I prefer not to go into any details. I know it is quite unfortunate, and I know most of you will miss her greatly. So, well, I'm going to try to not, like, go into this too much. So we don't have, like, a sad, sobby morning. But don't forget that her songs will still be playing on the radio for a while. So if you want a reminiscent or something like that, well, make sure you tune in to WTPRradio.com to get a bit of comfort. And, well, support each other on the Discord server, WTPRradio.com, to make sure that, well, you still have a good day anyways. This is the unpredictable radio. Oh, and it is quite unpredictable, like what just happened. So we will have, well, a different type of schedule because all the shows are kind of canceled, right now. So there will still be Good Morning Humans. That's the morning show, oh yeah, which I will be doing, well, on my lonesome for the moment, but don't worry, always seeking new collaborators. New anybody really. You know somebody, you want to be part of the show, you want us to do it like from a distance. It's like phone sex but different. Well, you can contact me on WTPRradio.com. Just click contact us. Send me an email, send me your YouTube channel, send me any info. Not your Tinder profile though. I'm not kind of into that right now. I'm already like engaged, like I have a master, you know, I have a relationship of some sort. So the rest all goes on super fine. So if you want to collaborate, just go to WTPRradio.com and contact. Super mega easy. On Good Morning Humans, well, we talk about the news, about stuff that has been happening, every single morning from Monday to Friday. Oh yeah, at 8 a.m. Pacific time. So I was browsing the web and I found a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Now, if you have found crazy things too, you need to tell me on YouTube at the Piper Blush Radio Show because this show is broadcasted live, both on the radio, WTPRradio.com, and on YouTube at the Piper Blush Radio Show. We got some people right here, right now. I see you, yeah, So you tell me, have you seen some weird news? Yes, Cesar just said the big question, where is Lilith? What happened to her? Well, like I just said, Cesar, I'm sure you got this. I prefer not to go into details due to my respect for Lilith. So, well, I will be moving on pretty fast on this subject. But feel free to actually send her an email or do whatever you need to do to try to contact her. All right? Super cool. Now, I found this crazy news, okay? This crazy news about a kind of mastodon. Do you know the mastodon? Like, mastodon is a weird animal, okay? It's like a kind of a woolly mammoth, but different. Now, I don't know anything about dinosaurs that much. Do you know dinosaurs? I'm sure a lot of you have actually, like, played with dinosaurs when they were kids. Everybody wanted to be some sort of an archaeologist. That's probably due to Indiana Jones or Tomb Raider. I mean, it depends, but both were pretty badass. Do you know they're gonna actually come out with another Indiana Jones? I mean, I've seen so many posters for the Indiana Jones movie. It's crazy. It's crazy. If you do Indiana Jones movie, if you Google it right now and you go look at all of these posters, there's so many posters. So many. I mean, back in the day, you know, you used to have like one person, okay, maybe more than one, who would draw the film poster and would like put it there. Then it would be like that poster. But this movie has so many posters. Like, literally so many. So you need to tell me, which one is your favorite? Your actual favorite, like, okay, Indiana Jones movie poster. I'm sure you got one. There's a few Indiana Jones out there, and there's a new one coming out, like, not that long ago. It's gonna come out soon. So Harrison Ford, of course, is playing in it. I mean, I've even heard this quote from the movie. Now, I don't know, like the behind the scenes, the making of the movie, where Harrison Ford is a pretty badass person. So he likes to do some of the stuff on his own. Yeah, being so intense. And, well, there was his stunt double who wanted to ride the horse. And he was like, no, you can't ride the horse. He was like, let me just ride the horse like an old man I am. It's gonna be more credible. I'm gonna ride the horse myself. And I mean, how old is Harrison Ford? I don't even know. But it's a lot. It's a lot. And he's still doing movies. See? He loves what he does. And he's probably gonna keep on going until, well, I don't, like, death. That'd be kind of the best type of ending for anybody, to keep on doing what they love until the end. Oh yeah, we have Elder Fernandez. Nice top today, Piper. Thank you very much. What's your favorite movie, Piper? That's from Adam McKinney. Oh, favorite movie. I got a few. I got a few. But like, favorite? Like, are we talking Indiana Jones? Are we talking like all movies? Because all movies is a big question. I need to actually think about it a lot. Because I like a lot of different types of movies for a lot of different types of reasons. So some movies make you think. Some movies make you want to drive fast. Like Fast and Furious, They have like Fast X, which is coming out. That's gonna be crazy. Like really crazy. You should make a phenomenal Tomb Raider cosplay. Oh, yeah. I should do that. That'd be super cool. Yeah. Now, Tomb Raider, though, she has like big guns. She has like really big guns. I mean, that's a thing. You remember Angelina Jolie in Tomb Raider? And now there's like the New Year Tomb Raider with like the other woman that I don't remember her name. Pretty good too. Not as much cleavage, That's kind of an issue when they got out the first Tomb Raider. Like, because it was supposed to be a video game for women. Do you know that? That's what Tomb Raider was supposed to be. A video game to make sure that women would start playing video games. Well, it did not go the way they thought. I mean, a girl with great assets, that does every time she jumps somewhere, did not kind of do it for the females. Okay, maybe you have the lesbian type, but all the other ones, they weren't really into it. Yeah, so it became really popular with the men. But don't worry, there's a lot of games for women out there, and for like every gender, really. Now that with Twitch, YouTube gaming, and all these things, you can game on whatever you want. All movies, mine is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's your favorite movie, Adam? Oh my God, can't imagine how. That's a good one. I've seen the latest one. Like, it's pretty okay. I didn't jump scare as much as I thought I would. I was a bit disappointed. Even the scene in the bus. Like, I mean, they don't even think of like escaping. I don't know. I felt it was missing something. Like missing you kind of knew who it was, And I like horror movies and I like B-series. But the thing is, you need like a good plot, or you actually need a lot of people about it. It's a horror movie, so jump scares, lots of goriness, lots of things going on. But the last Chainsaw Massacre, I was a bit disappointed. Have to say, honestly. But not to worry. There's supposed to be a new Sinister coming out soon. That's gonna be pretty scary, I heard. Cause like, Sinisters were always really scary. So I hope that this one will be as scary. Now, I saw Evil Dead recently. Yeah, there's a cheese grater moment in that one. I know. Everything you've ever wanted is in there. Cheese grater. I mean, okay. But the rest of it is just like, it was great. Even the way they filmed things was very reminiscent of the first Evil Dead. So I'm glad Rami got to kind of see that probably before like, the end of days. Again, the end of days. The original is the best. Kind of agree with you on that one, Adam. Kind of agree with you. I think that like the first Chainsaw Massacre, better. Oh, V-Ray of Minneapolis say, yes, good morning. Edward Boyce says, you are looking breathtakingly beautiful, Piper. Well, thank you very much for the compliments. Oh yeah, don't forget to share this to everybody on your social media. That can be, through Facebook, Twitter, Reddit. I mean, YouTube has this super amazing little thing that's called the share arrow. Do you know where it is? I will tell you. You need to go down. Get it? Not on me. Underneath the video. Yeah, you click show more. On there's an arrow that says share. Once you click that, it's gonna pop up. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh yeah. And then you get share on Reddit, share on Facebook, share on VK, share on a whole bunch of social medias. You can even embed the video. You can do whatever you want with the video. Because, well, I mean, this is Good Morning Humans with Piper. So far, we've been talking a lot about movies because it just went into that direction. But do you know there's an actual woman in California? She was walking on the beach during Memorial Day weekend, and bam! She saw something weird. Something really weird. In the sand, yeah. And I guess like she was just like, well, what's that? When you walk on the beach, sometimes you see, you know, some sand dollars, some old wood, sometimes even some glass shards, but you know, the beautiful one that you make motifs with and all that stuff. Well, all of that. But that was not it. That was completely not what she saw. She found, prehistorical things. That's why we're talking about Indiana Jones and actual, well, archaeology. This woman found a mastodon tooth on California Beach in Santa Cruz. Oh yeah, that's where she did. I think it's Santa Cruz. Yeah, Santa Cruz. I've actually been there. Went surfing there. Pretty great beach. So, okay, these teeth, you're like, well, Piper, what type of teeth does it look like? Is it like, you know, when the tooth fairy comes in, she gets my teeth and then I get some dollars? Well, he would have had a lot of dollars, that mastodon, because those are big teeth. And since they're like, okay, teeth that are, not like child teeth that you miss, you know, because when you take off your child teeth, usually you just take off the top off. The bottom kind of stays in. Yeah, it's a bit weird. I'm not a dentist, but dentists, can you just like tell me, call me now? 1-888-614-5006. Tell me, like, does it like actually stay there? How does that work? With the teeth and all. Because what I found is that when I see the picture of the mastodon tooth that was found, oh yeah, it's quite interesting. So there's like the whole, I guess, tooth. Not just the top part. It's the whole of it. So it looks like weird. It's like long fingers a little bit with tooth on top. And so she found that on the beach. Now, I'm not sure it's worth a lot of money in gold, but you know, since it's a prehistorical thing, and it was conserved, which makes it so crazy. Like, how did it pass the test of time? Just on a beach like this? These teeth were found, and I mean, we all know who did it. It's not like we're gonna need to call like CSI California. I mean, there's prehistorical teeth. So, well, it's probably, you know, the extinction and all that. I have no idea what time that was. So, okay, are you ready? Found the foot-long tooth sticking out of the sand on Friday. At okay, the mouth of Aptos. You may know this if you're from California. Aptos Creek on Rio Del Mar State Beach, located off Monterey Bay in Santa Cruz County. Oh, on California's central coast. So she found these teeth sticking out. Now, I don't know. I mean, it looked kind of weird, like burnt almost. And she's right. Okay, so I'm seeing this picture. And it's like a big, like, tooth, like, you know, the one you have in the back, not the one in the front, okay, not the one in the front, the one in the back, same teeth as in the back. And then, well, the top is kind of all dark. It's very black, very, very black. But then the bottom, I guess you could call it the nerve ending of the teeth, Well, that one is kind of more like, you know, these beautiful agatas, maybe like a rock, a bit brownish, brownish, and like, it could also be wood, because there's like all these marks, these lines in it, a bit like wood, just like wood, So, unfortunately, well, she found this instead of a pot of gold. I mean, maybe she was like, oh, this is not a pirate treasure. This is huge teeth. And there's like more than one, or this is one teeth. I don't know how it works. Like, I'm not an actual mastodon dentist. But the thing is, this is a pretty amazing discovery. I mean, you're just walking on the beach and you find a prehistorical teeth. That doesn't happen to you every day now, does it? Because I've never heard of that. So she snapped some photos and posted them on her Facebook. I mean, what else are you gonna do? You're just gonna like go ahead, snap some pics, put it on Facebook, and be like, does anybody know what this is? I found this on the beach. It's not an old diaper. No, it's not a bottle of Coke. It's something weird that I don't know what it is. Now, some guy, answered to our Facebook post saying, well, he's a paleontologist, just so you know, and well, he determined what it was. So it's a molar from an adult Pacific mastodont, an extinct elephant-like species. So yeah, it's a bit like an elephant and a mammoth kind of mixed together. I don't know. That's what it looks like. I'm not saying that's what it is, like genetically. I have no idea. No DNA test on you. And this is what is so interesting. This guy, okay, so he says, this is an extremely important find. Well, I guess that makes sense, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stuff going on in archaeology and all these things. And when you find a piece of like history that is like well preserved and that is well there, well, it's gonna grow great for the advancement, for understanding the past so that you better understand the future. Oh, that's how I think it is. Now the thing is, well, they found this, and you know when they were in California? Because you need to know, okay? So maybe, just maybe, Mauricio desde Mexico. Okay, and dropping loads. Hola, Piper. Hola. What kind of loads are you dropping today? I hope it's some loving loads, yeah. Now, Sin Botas says, I'm gonna watch one of Piper's movies 10 years from now. Never seen or saw one. Well, I make YouTube videos. That's kind of like movies. Same but different. You sound very sad, Piper. Well, I'm a bit sad about the whole Lilith thing. Of course I am. I mean, it's just, that's what it is. So of course I need to be sad, but again, I don't want to let it like affect me too much. So I have my shows to run, my things to do. So I'll just do that with you guys all day today. And all week long. But of course it's never easy when things change. But it's the course of life, so we all need to move on at one point. But thank you, Wayne, for mentioning. Now we also have Wayne, who's gonna be doing something a bit crazy on Wednesday. Yeah, he's gonna be eating the last chip challenge. Is it the last chip challenge, Wayne? I mean, it's a chip that is so hot that is supposed to be your last meal ever. You will never recover from this. It's supposed to like do it all. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. So I mean, this will be quite interesting and fascinating. We will advertise this a lot, because on Love, Lust and the Devil at 5 p.m. On Wednesday, yes, it will be Wayne with the last chip challenge. And about some ghost pepper chips. Oh yeah, to kind of not follow Wayne, because this is really nothing compared to what he's gonna eat. But we are gonna call the show Hot Loves. Anything spicy, you know? Anything crazy that happened to you that was super hot. Like, I don't know what yet, because you're gonna call in and tell us what was hot about it. The first few minutes or like half hour of the show is gonna be dedicated to Wayne eating the chip, and then we'll open the lines for you to talk about anything you want. It can be, well, anything you want related to the hot spicy topic, in regards to if Wayne is gonna make it, or in regards to, well, some spicy relationship you had, and how to, well, keep it spicy within the time frame, the years, and all of these things. Okay, so if ever you're like, Piper, I wanted to see a mastodon. I wanted to be like living in California where they were roaming the earth. Well, okay, no problem. You just need to actually be about 5 million years old. That's kind of when they were roaming the beaches of California. Yeah, but they stayed alive a long time, until like 10,000 years ago. So 10,000 years ago is pretty good. So they were, really prehistorical. That was their thing. So they're saying that that's kind of, sort of, when the mastodon was roaming the earth of California. If ever you want, or you're a history buff or a prehistoric buff, well, make sure you tell me in a comment at the Piper Blush Radio Show on YouTube. Yeah, tell me all about what's your favorite dinosaur. I know, we've all seen Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. Same but different, Well, what is your favorite dinosaur? Is it like the T-Rex? I mean, some people have lots of stuff for the T-Rex, because, in the end, it always kind of wins. But then, Okay, in one of the Jurassic Park world thingy, there was other ones. There's like the Velociraptor, which is kind of pretty clever compared to the T-Rex. But again, the T-Rex is the T-Rex. That's like the whole thing of the Jurassic World, Jurassic Park type of effigy. That's the logo of the movie. That's what it is. Though it is kind of making like the lower jaw is not there for some reason. Sorry about that. No, you can't unsee it. You can't unsee it. You will always see like Jurassic Park without the lower jaw of the T-Rex. But that's just the thing. That's just the thing. I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? At least as you don't see his hands there. Do you have some T-Rex jokes? I mean, everybody has T-Rex jokes. It's a thing. It's a thing people do and have. So, put it in the comment right now. Because Abhinav Nigam says Stegosaurus. Okay, Stegosaurus. So, what does a Stegosaurus look like? Let me search this up. Stegosaurus. Stegosaurus. Oh, yeah. That's the one with the triangles on its back. Well, that's pretty cool. I'm not sure what it does. Like, I think it pretty much eats some actual herbs. Yeah, I think it looks like an herby type of dinosaur, the Stegosaurus. And if we do Jurassic Park. Well, yeah, okay, so you see it. Amazing. Jurassic World Dominion. So I have to confess that I've seen them all. Of course I have. I mean, this is like Jurassic World. It's the whole thing. So herbivore. Yeah, they like herbs, you know. They eat herbs. They're herbivores. That's their thing. Now, Brontosaurus. So Adam, you're more from the Brontosaurus. I think isn't that like same but different? Brontosaurus. Bam! Oh, that's more like little feet, you know? That's a bit more like that. Okay, so you like long necks. So for you, it's all about the neck. Ooh, that's cool. You know, there's tribes, that actually a sign of beauty for them is elongating their neck with some colors a bit like mine but different, but they stack them up, and they try to have longer necks. Now, I was thinking though, it seems a bit dangerous because if ever you were to actually remove all of these like necklaces, well, there's a big possibility that your head would just kind of fall off. Like the vertebrae, there's not that many much. So how would it hold? You know, I'm not so sure about this because I'm not a doctor of vertebrae, but I thought it would be kind of interesting to know what they look like without all the rings. But I don't think they can actually like do that. You know, like take off the rings. I think it would be too dangerous. Quite an interesting question for Good Morning Humans with Piper Blush from Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. Pacific time. Oh, yeah. Thank you all for tuning in. This is also broadcasted live on WTPRradio.com. That's my radio station. It's an internet radio station, and you can tune in 24/7 for music and more awesome shows. Also, well, I broadcast live on YouTube at the Piper Blush Radio Show whenever I do a show that is kind of like a show. Like this. When there's some interactions. That way you can talk to me, I can talk to you, and we can all be happy. We have Crash Burn who says, "What is your accent?" Well, it's kind of complicated. Like originally I am from Quebec, Canada, which makes me a francophone. And then so English is my second language. And then of course, well, I just have a weird way of speaking in front of the camera for some reason. That's how I like to speak. It's an actress thing. Don't ask questions, okay? Now the thing is, we have an elder who says Quebec accent. And then we have Sebastian. Is that an actual type of like dinosaur? I don't think so. I don't think this is like a dinosaur. I think it's something else. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. Brontosaurus. Now, nobody likes Velociraptor. I thought these ones were kind of like the best thing. Oh, Carl says he loves Barney the dinosaur. Oh, this is pretty funny. Where are my laughs? I'll get you this one. Barney the dinosaur. That's a pretty interesting dinosaur, though. I agree. Carl, I'm totally with you. Barney was amazing. I've watched Barney a lot. And then, well, Caesar says T-Rex. I kind of have to say T-Rex is kind of the biggest one. But then again, it's not the Meg. You know, like the Meg? Like in this movie with Jason Statham? Well, the Meg is kind of like a shark, but like a huge mega shark. Like the biggest ever Bigger than the T-Rex, bigger than anything that has ever lived would be the Meg. Or I think it's called the Megalodon. That's in French though, I don't know for the rest. So all of these like archaeology, all of this Indiana Jones things is all coming about because, well, a woman in Santa Cruz, California found an actual teeth of a mastodon. A mastodon, that animal, which is kind of a mammoth and an elephant kind of mixed together. That is why we're talking dinosaurs and we're talking archaeology and all these things. It just makes a lot of sense. So, John King says, hi, Piper. Hi, John. What's up? Okay, now, is that Uncle Bone too? I don't think that's a dinosaur. I think you invented that one. But I'm going to look it up just in case. Maybe it was in South Park, you know? Yeah, definitely. What do you call a lesbian dinosaur? That's a good joke. That is a good joke, actually, Uncle Bones, too. You call it... Okay, so let me rephrase. How do you call a lesbian dinosaur? Lycanthropus. Get it? I'm not going to say that again. You're going to need to, like, rewind this movie, and actually share it on all of your social media for me to have said it again. Oh, yeah. So amazing. Now, well, the new Indiana Jones movie is going to be coming out soon. Let me check the release date. Indiana Jones. Anybody still in love with Indiana Jones? Like actually in love, wants to see all of the newer movies? Okay, Showtime. It says it's like already airing today. Like actually today. Whoa, this is so cool. Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. I think that's back when. So let's go to 2023. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. So are you gonna see that one? Do you want to see that one? Actually, like, is that something you want to do? Tell me in a comment on YouTube at the Piper Blush Radio Show. Tell me, are you gonna go watch it in theaters? Is that something you're gonna do? Or are you like, no, not really. I'm gonna wait for it to come in DVD. Does anybody actually even ever like buy DVDs? Is that something we do? I thought that was kind of also part of archaeology. VHS, DVD, beta. I think like streaming services are a thing, right? People watch streaming services. I mean, I'm sure you can find Barney on streaming services or any other thing like that. That makes a lot of sense that it would be that. So, are you gonna watch the new Indiana Jones? Yes or no? Tell me right now. On YouTube at the Piper Blush Radio Show. Put it there. Put it right there underneath. Tell me, what about Indiana Jones did you like the most? Was it the whip? Do you have like a kinky side and for you the whip was doing it? Or was it the fact that he was scared of snakes? Were you scared of snakes because you saw Indiana Jones being scared of snakes? I mean, that's kind of his kryptonite, right? That's what like, he fears the most, is the snakes. So, are you gonna watch the new Indiana Jones? Did anybody actually know there was a new Indiana Jones? I mean, movies are getting released so intensely right now that is it a thing? We have Spriggs Gone, who says from San Diego, California. Hey, well, actually, somebody found a tooth of a like mastodon in Santa Cruz in California. I know it's a bit up there. It's not like San Diego, which is more south, but still it's pretty cool. I still buy music and stuff like that. Oh, so Adam, do you still buy like CDs? Like, do you? Or do you have like an Apple subscription or a music, Amazon Music or Tidal or I don't know, any other type of subscription or SoundCloud? Maybe some people love SoundCloud. Richard Heckley, hey, what's up? It all depends on you, really. But do you watch movies? Are you gonna watch actual Indiana Jones? I want to know. And the Dial of Destiny. It's such a great name for the movie, right? I mean, it is. And plus, well, Harrison Ford, how old is he right now? Like 80 years old? I mean, this is crazy. He's 80 years old, and he's still playing in movies. Ah, man. Okay, so other things could have interested you about Indiana Jones. It could have been the actual archaeology. Actual, like, digging up stuff. But seriously, he wasn't really digging up that much in the movie. You would mostly see him evade bad guys. Or, like, fight scenes. And all these other stuff. Indiana Jones was not your typical archaeologist. I mean, okay, sometimes you see him in his classroom and he's like trying to teach something, but then, well, he wears his hat and his whip, and then, well, he just goes and does some weird things. He gets into like awful situations. Like, when has it ever gone okay in an Indiana Jones movie? Never! Never! It's always bad. Always really bad. He always misses out on almost dying. I mean, what's your favorite Indiana Jones movie? Tell me right now in a comment on YouTube at the Piper Blush Radio Show. Yeah, right underneath here. I want to know. Adam McKinney says, I buy physical copies of CDs and DVDs. So you see, they're not dead yet. They are not dead. Oh, politics. Why are we putting politics in there? We're talking about Indiana Jones. I mean, there's no correlation. Seriously. Okay, great. It was deleted automatically. I think YouTube doesn't like it either. Love from India. Well, thank you for the love from India. Now, Indiana Jones. Okay, seriously, the whip was pretty badass. The whip is like a thing with Indiana Jones. The fact that he's kind of scared of snakes makes sense. Though he has a whip, don't you think these are two kind of things that very correlate, like are similar? It's not like if he had a gun, but he doesn't. Well, sort of, kind of. You remember that scene where it like takes out the actual heart of the guy? That's very traumatic, but very interesting too. So that is what Indiana Jones is, an archaeologist that goes and uncovers some mysteries and finds some like actual archaeology pieces, but he does it in such an adventurous way. It's not like your typical like sanding off stuff and exhuming things. No, that's not what Indiana Jones does. He does action and adventure. There's always a chick there too. Remember that scene with the woman? Yeah, there's a whole bunch of scenes with women. I mean, it's not Crocodile Dundee, but still pretty sexy. And then, well, actually, like a lot of other stuff went on in the Indiana Jones movies. Yeah, like eating of other weird foods that we don't eat here in Canada. You remember that one? Yeah, listen to Neil Young Archives. Oh, that's pretty cool. Thank you for sharing. Neil Young Archives. Because didn't he just like sell all of his like actual music to the the whole thing? Well, that is something. Okay, now this woman found a mastodon tooth on the beach in California, Santa Cruz. And then, well, that led us to talk about Indiana Jones, because he's an archaeologist. This is kind of a prehistorical tooth, It doesn't really look like any tooth you might have ever seen, It's very different. Now, why haven't you seen it? Just Google it, It's called mastodon tooth, California, Santa Cruz. You'll find it right away. It's a pretty interesting news, because it means that this woman was just walking on the beach when she found it, I'm not saying that if you go walk on a beach, you're gonna find some prehistorical treasures. Like, the chances are very, very slim of it happening to you, but it did happen to somebody. And you could also go there with your metal detector, and you never know. Might find a watch, some gold, some coins. I mean, it depends. It really depends on you. What you want to do during your weekends? Do you want to walk on the beach and hope to find some prehistorical things? You're better off being an archaeologist. Just go study in archaeology, and then maybe you'll get a brush, a toothbrush, a shovel, and you'll be able to uncover the mysteries of years before humanity. How great does that sound? And that's why there's a new Indiana Jones movie that is out like right now, which is called Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Yeah. Now, as for Tomb Raider, I mean, she's same but different. But different, because Tomb Raider, she has guns, and I feel like Indiana Jones was more passive, with his whip and his hat and doing things like that. It was a lot more adventurous, not as much like technologic. Yeah. And if you've seen all of these actual like movie posters for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, they're really good. I don't know if they were done with the help of AI, which is a possibility, but they're still really good. Still really good. They're done in the olden way. Like the real Indiana Jones way. Like the classic Indiana Jones. A bit like if they were actually drawn or painted. And then the whole like banner looks like that. That Indiana Jones feel. Yeah. One, he's like this with the whip. And the whip goes up and it's like on the actual archaeology. like on this like old temple or something like that. It's like perfect, and then there's everybody like mixed into it. Looks very old, but I will always had this kind of sense, the Indiana Jones movie. So this is pretty cool. I haven't seen an Indiana Jones movie in years. Well, this is the great time for you to catch up, because there are a lot of Indiana Jones. I mean, a lot. How much are we at right now? If I go Wiki Indiana Jones, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the rest is like other movies that have like no correlation whatsoever. Well, doesn't matter. Which one is your favorite, or was your favorite? Because it can change now that you haven't seen the new movie. Maybe you'll prefer that one over all of the other ones. That is possible. Thank you, Joshua Gomez, for the actual compliment. Very nice of you to say. So, you tell me in a comment in the video description, like kind of down there on YouTube, like right underneath. There's a comment section, and you can comment on any of the video I post. I won't go into AI used this morning. No AI news this morning, because I'm gonna be talking about this at 12 p.m. Pacific time on YouTube at the Piper Blush Radio Show, and also on WTPRradio.com. So please do follow me on the radio. I will be tuning in and out of the radio all throughout the day. You can find me on WTPRradio.com. So you just go there, WTPRradio.com. You click the actual player. There's a player. It's a rectangle, and it says click me for music. Super easy. You click on there, there's music for when I'm not live or on air, it happens sometimes. And then in between the music, well, there's me sometimes talking to you about things. It's gonna be a beautiful week, so we will be having some outdoor radio. Yeah, outdoor live radio. It's gonna be amazing. And then 12 p.m. Pacific time, AI news. Oh yeah, everything you need to know about AI and news is gonna happen on AI news at 12 p.m. on WTPRradio.com. Okay, so I will see you all there. Thank you all for tuning in, and make sure you go to the radio right now to hear more awesome AI news and more. That's WTPRradio.com. I'm Piper Blush, and I'll see you over there. Goodbye.